Sometimes I forgot about it. Like I say, this is the S&P. S&P is leading the pack together with oil and cable. Enough for me on the way that I do trade. Enough for me not to be bullish risk in some degrees. So with the S&P doing a 5-way move, closing from the ending diagonal move right here, and doing a 5 ways, it looks like the S&P is doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we say early today on the room, this is going to be reflected as dollar strength and more dollar weakness. So I believe that in some degree, the trade is buying the dollar in a small time frames. If it surprises you, because don't discount, and we haven't talked about it anymore because we saw the fights on the S&P, all the stuff. But the dollar has retraced only the 3802 of a proposal wave 3. Now where? Yeah, exactly. That's what SAS say, that the dollar yen going lower is going to be a risk-off trade in other degrees. You see the nice triangle that pair has in the 4 hour. Very nice triangle there. So technically speaking here, while you're spreading on the S&P even from here, from current levels, while you're spreading in the S&P is 1, 2, 3. That's why you're spreading on the S&P. It can be from here. It can be a little bit higher. It can be for many places. But that's why that's going to happen sooner or later. Now, looking at the S&P, a little bit higher, you got only 2 choices on the S&P. Either if discount 1, 2, 3, 4, a diagonal 5 that we've been saying since last week, or is 1, 2, and then 1 and a flat, a big flat on the next wave 2 when you got A, B, C, A, B, C, B, and then 5 ways out to complete a flat right there. It's one or the other. If you trade the S&P, wait for the first spike, the first 5 coming out of the low, out of the high here, sell it here, just in case that you got it. Now, that's the S&P. What it's telling you, minimum, most likely, ABC higher in risk. Now, going back to the cable. Go back to cable. Maybe the D way is done here already. And what you need? 3 ways back in risk. 1, 2, 3 to around minimum 160. And then this trend line is going to be traced like this. It's a same triangle. Doesn't matter. And now you got D here. And then cable. Cable is one of the clearest structure, guys, on the weekly and everyone. Compared to the mess that everyone has, cable is very clear. Maybe this, and lower. Same structure as an S&P. And then you got oil that is also doing a 5-way move from the lows after the 3 ways back, after 3 ways on the daily. So all of that together, it makes me to believe that we are for the 3-way higher in risk. Now, getting back to cable, which is leading the path, like Zach said right there. in the 1 hour, when I wake up today and I saw this so deep on so apart out of the channel, I say, okay, here we go. The dollar should not make a new low. Structure wise, look, the RSI, wave 3 ended right there. Nice divergency. The fifth wave went to the 1.236. Then you got possible your 1, 2 right here that went to around 4.23. And then you got your 38 or 2 on your 4. So that's a 5-way move right there. In my view, that's a 5-way move. When you got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Remember, the 5-way move in cable most of the time do not look like a 5-way move in the euro. So technically, that's a 5-way move in cable. Enough for me to believe that we need 3 backs in cable to around, I would say, 154, 154.28. Now, we go to the below euro. And then what we have? We explained it very clear yesterday at the seminar, the dollar and the euro. So I hope so everyone understand where we're standing for. Let me take the green one. I like it because it helps you out. Euro, either 3 scenarios possible in euro. No 4, no 5, most likely 3. This one is the first one. It goes 1, 2, 1, 2. If we get a new high, that should be wave 3, and then something like 3. That was from last night. It went deep enough, so technically you gotta take a degree out of that. Then it's gonna do, let's say this. Don't look at the levels, guys, because it's not doing on level purpose. This, something like this. And then 3 backs and another 3 higher. That's one scenario. Second scenario. It's a corrective move. Do not need to be a 5. Better if it becomes corrective. You can sell it higher with more. Second scenario, it goes A, B, C. Let me put it on the 1 hour. I have it there. 1 second. Second scenario in euro. A, B, C, W is ending here, and then A, B, C and a flat S and the 3 back. And this is A, and then we're going lower in B before we're going higher. That's the second scenario. You guys saw it, right? Very important here. This channel, guys. That channel right there, very important. So technically it's either 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and going higher. No, 38. Yeah, 38. I believe 38 is going to be printed sooner or later. I think 38 is going to be printed. It's going to be printed before breaking 31.41. The reason being is that you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swing to the upside. So let me put it how I see it. Either 1, 2, 1, 2. If you take a look at it, at the Fibos, that high is the 1.618 of the first 5, and then the low this morning is the 38.02 of that move right there. Now, I see 5 swing from the high here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. but it's questionable. I can tell you that, guys. It's questionable. But in the small time frame, it gave me divergency, so it's very questionable. Now, scenarios on the euro. You got a new high to around 137.95, 138.40, and then you get three backs to around the same area, and then another high. That's the most bullish of all, because after this, it's gonna make three backs. Why I don't see it in some degrees is because when we started, cable ended 5 needs 3 backs, S&P ended 5 need 3 backs. So I don't know how euro is gonna get to 140 with the S&P trading lower and cable trading lower. Now that leaves you two possible scenarios. And I don't know if you guys have thought about this one, which is first one, it goes A, B, C. That becomes W. Around here. Then this becomes S. And then from there, you take away this. This becomes A. And now the S&P, the euro, is going to trade lower to 35.20, 34.78 before going higher. Seeing this channel here, your stop should be below that channel. And then from there, it can bounce higher to, from there, it can bounce higher to 138 or higher. So technically, it's going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 swing, which is correct. That's another scenario. Now, there is another scenario that, believe it or not, nobody talk about it, is this. Forget about the degrees now. My friend Hassan, there is nothing for sure here between you and me. Nothing. I know that 138 is going to be printed, in my opinion. But I need to see the market supporting the risk rate. That's my point. Now, like a leading diagonal, something 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swings out of the lows. And then that's the one that allows the euro, and goes better with the S&P, if you look at it, going the euro to 134 or even 133.56 before going higher. I don't see nothing wrong with it. In my view, wave 1 is an irregular here. If you put the measure on it, I mean, technically speaking, figure-wise, the most perfect one, figure-wise, is the one that it goes like 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and 5. That's the best that works figure-wise, but it's not working pretty good with the market correlation. Why that one works pretty good? Because right here you got a decline, a retracement to 50%. Right here you got it to the 50%. Right here you got it to the 38 or 2. So I would like to see 138, because seeing 138 is gonna clarify to me everything. I know where I am, and I know that the next 3 bags needs to be bought, and I know that the next one needs to be sold, and I know the path. As of right now, it's not that clear. It's a guessing game with the euro. That's about the euro. It has to be one of the 3 scenarios. As of right now, you have to tell me, and I say, figure-wise, I favor the one that we are in wave 5 or wave 3, looking for 138, looking for this level right here, 138.40. Figure-wise, that's the best count right there. You got 1, 2, and then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at 138, another 4 and 5. But the market correlation is denying unless someone is cheating. Now, if you go small, exactly, and then goes, yeah, but S&P, in order for the S&P to go that high, Isaac, then it needs to make a big 4. You know what I mean? Like an ending wave 3 right now. Now, this is what I mean, guys. You see on the lows today, it looks like it's very, very, very questionable, because you can call this a 5 ending here and then A. All right, Reg. A, and then you can call this being B, and then you see another 5 here, a clear 5 here. You see 3, and you see another 5 here. So, what do you mean 3, 5, 3? What is that? That's not an Elliott Wave. No, but that's not. Yeah, but that 353 is not an Elliott Wave structure. Look. What I see here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ended here. And then most likely it did 1, 2, 3. Maybe did a big wave flat and another 5 in a flat. So technically is 5. Look at the RSI, how it works. You see, it went down here, 3, 3, and 5. Triangle where? Right here? Yeah, 5, 3, 5. And then from here is a clear 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it needs to be then expanded triangle. I don't know. I don't see it. And then here another 5. So I see 5, 5, and 5. It looks like 5, 5, and 5. But it's very questionable. It can be a double zigzag when you have maybe then A, B, C, W, and then you got A, B, C, A, B, C in a flat, B. That's a toss. You don't know if it's higher now or lower, in my view. I would bet higher, but it's very questionable. You see, can be A, B, C, W, a flat B, and A, B, C in that case. And then if that's the case, you mentioned here, he went to the 1.236. But I seen it before, won't be the first, won't be the last, that you say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swing. It won't be the first, it won't be the last. I believe now from the lows, there is another way you can count it, guys. You can say A right here, and then A, B, and a flat C within B. From the lows, yeah, it can be done to the downside, yes. No question about it. From the lows, it looks like it did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a big wave B, and that's telling me, and that's unquestionable, that move. I tell you why, look. I don't know if you guys agree with me. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By the 5, it was a marginal new high. And then it looks like a 3, but also can be a 5. I don't know. But it looks like 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is 3. And now we are in wave 4. That's the most bullish one, and that's the one you need to follow. Like I say, the count that works the best out of everyone is the principal count that we're running, which call for this to be on. And then the good thing is this. Look, guys, after this new high, the new high do not need to be to 138. I want you guys to understand that. Everyone is in love with 37.30 is minimum target right there. Because technically speaking, for me, the proposal wave 3 is long enough. If you mention here, the high was the 2%. So a new high right here, 137.30, is going to do this. And then this is a sure buy. Right here is a sure buy. That's the one that's the good one. That's the one that you should get. Why? Because you got then 1, 2, 3, and then you got 1, 2, and a complete 3. And then he needs a 4 and a 5 to complete a cycle. That's what I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the confirmation that we have an impulse out of the lows. You know what I mean? That's what I'm waiting. Now, momentum is lacking. I don't know how it's going to get out there. Momentum is lacking at the moment because in a small time frame, you can see already 1, 2, 3. You're going to see that the next one, it comes from with divergency, and we are about 70 picks. Exactly, that should be a... No, this is what I mean, my friend. 138, that's the number you like. I'm going to tell you with that number. 138 is going to be traded, it's going to be tradable sooner or later. Offer scenarios is going to take you to about 138. I like 141, 142, but well, let's not run before we walk. I mean. But I see 5 ways higher here now coming to the end pretty soon right there. And then that gives you the option that either it's 105 with 3 back before going higher, or it's a flat within the big way, like I told you about 10 minutes ago. Because it can be a flat, if you take a look at it, it can be a flat from here, when from here you can get A, B, C, something like that, and then A, B, and a flat. And then a flat B way always test the high because of the nature of the 5 ways coming in. 5 ways always going to provide momentum then. So I mean, it's very, very iffy, like I say. One second, guys. So that's a toss right there, to be honest with you guys. A new high is going to make 5 ways. I wish we can get a new high because we are so close. A new high right there is going to make 5 waves from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can extend, but I don't see it extending. It can extend more higher. Technically, shouldn't pass 138.44, technically. But 137.30 is a minimum target, in my view. But I don't know how it's going to get unless this is wave 105. Sometimes it's like we always say, sometimes they play hardball. They won't let it so easy. They're never going to be so easy sometimes. That's why you don't trade every day, because you cannot be right every day. Any question, guys, about the euro or those pairs? I think I don't know. I'll go there now. To be honest with you, the S&P and cable is because technically after if they make a new high, which I wish is so close, it's gonna do this. It's gonna do something like this again. And then it's gonna go higher. A new high right here, what it takes away, guys, so you guys understand. A new high right here, what it does is it takes away the double zigzag. In my view. It takes away the double zigzag in my view. Now, the euro pound, 1 second. That's a good one. We're calling it higher. We're calling it higher. And we've been posting, we like around 88.59. When these two legs, they have to be related in some degrees. We like 87.94, 88.40, 88.59. But we're calling it higher. You know, another pair on the Euro group that is showing a very nice structure is the Euro yen. Look at the Euro yen. A, B, Z is about the same as the Euro. Look. It's the copycat of one or the other. The only difference is that this one is about the same. Very nice structure too. This is the alternative count on the euro, guys. So you guys know, this is the alternative count on the euro. No. This is the same count, Hazard, as a euro. Yeah. because right here we are presenting that tentative of the euro. But this also can be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like we're saying on the euro. It's the same thing. These two pairs sometimes trade very similar. I mean, you know, a pair that been trading according to the count like this one right here, the Euro CAD. Look at this Elliott Wave structure. Look, A, B, C, A B, and a C in a flat. 3 backs, and now you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 should trade lower. And that's something also is telling me be careful with the euro. That's the thing that we see all the, I mean, we see all those things and we correlate the market. And then you got a flat down here, another flat down here in this area. So you got a W flat, an S flat, unbelievable. This is a clear 5. This is a 3. Or it's an ABC. I mean, this looks like a 5. So this pair is calling the euro Winnex. The euro can be in the B wave flat, and the B of B wave flat. I've been telling you that. Any other question, guys? Okay, the Norwegian one. Another structure, look, very similar to the euro. Always follow this pair, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 1, A, B, C, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and lowering 5. What I should do, a 4 and a 5. That's why we're holding that count in the euro as a principal one. This is one of the reasons. You see, right now, should trade to 5.64 around that area and bounce. They're going to be good trades, guys. Good trades coming in. All you need to do is have a little wait, patience and wait. Because if not, you're guessing. I see if the high on the euro happens for now, it's going to be a minimum high, a marginal new high. Now, let me show you something else right here. One second. This is another one. I like long euro. I gotta be honest with you guys. Long euro. That's what we like. This is the Norwegian, the Singapore dollar right here. It looks like it's in a flat wave 4. A new low in the dollar also will make the next scenario as possible. And you know the trade that everyone should be taking is selling the dollar after three-way strength, if that's the case. And I keep saying this, guys, and this is the reason why we are long risk. It's because of the chart. I keep repeating because I want you guys to understand what we mean. 1 second. This is test book. This is oil. Test book. Look, guys. 7 swing. Equal legs. Test book. Risk higher. Don't follow. Forget about the dollar now, guys. I can tell you that in a bit. Of course, it won't be in a straight line. This is the clear structure together with cable. This one right here. Test book 7 doubles exact. The test book doubles exact right there. Short time frame. Let's see what he's doing today. And remember, the dollar is gonna get strong. Look, ending a 5-way move also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 ways. And that's why we are very cautious and we be careful selling buying the risk today. Because I see 5 ways in oil right there, and I see 5 ways on the S&P. That's telling me, watch out, because risk off is going to be on. Look, divergency, a 5-way swing coming to the end. You see the reason, Hazard? What I mean? It's clear right there. Very clear. Exactly. That's what I say, my good friend Isaac. That's what I know you understand me. That's what I think. That's what I think. And then it goes like a 3, 3, 3, something like it. You know what I mean, Isaac? I'll go there now, Ed. Because every risk access is ending a move that started last week. Oil, S&P, everything is ending at 5-way swing. What's coming? Dollar strength. I know that. So now New Zealand. But this is a textbook 5-way move in oil. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Sorry, this doesn't go here. Most likely lately, yes. Yes. You know what I mean? It has to be one of the 3, and that's the case. It's going to be a deeper correction in the euro and the dollar. Now, New Zealand. 1 second. 1 second, Ed, let me show it, because in this chart is when I have the dollar, how it's going to work it out. And I get back to there. The dollar from the highs, you can place it like same case on the euro. It's a copy. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or you can go 1, 2, 3, most bearish 1, 4, and 5, or you can go A, B, C, W, S, A, B, Z. Either way, the same 3 scenarios. Now, looking at the 8-hour chart on the dollar, Like I say, we changed the count already, and you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swings from the highs. Now, most likely, it's either this one, but it says it's a nest. I don't think that this is wave 4 anymore, in my view. I don't see it as a wave 4 anymore. But still, I have to tell you guys, only had retreat 38 or 2 of the proposal wave 3. So you got to keep that in mind. Now, let's get back to the other pairs. One second. Yeah, it still can be wave 4. Don't get me wrong. It still can be wave 4. Now that the S&P is not supporting that oil, S&P you can count it as a flat, but oil is not a flat, my friend. That's why we always say market correlation is the key to this market. It's one of the tools, in other words. One second, guys. So, very, very questionable. What's wrong with you here? There you go. So, the New Zealand. Let me see what the New Zealand is doing today. That's another one, Ed, that when I wake up this morning, I saw that there were New Zealand, it can be done to the upside. This high is the 618 of this one. You see around the level there. This is a three-way. And it can be counted like it is right here. And the reason that I like it like that, corrective three-way, is because there is no a single pit or divergency at the top. So I believe that New Zealand is doing a three-way, and we're still holding the bearish count because it hasn't passed the previous 4. So you gotta hold it. It's around the 38 or 2. So I believe that you had a holder right there. It's around that level. So I would say wait for a clear 5 ways down before selling it. Remember, in Elliott waves, the first leg, call it wave 1 or call it wave A, always tricky. Always tricky. Those waves, you always gonna trick you out. Because most of the time, those waves, that's the nature of the wave 1. It's a fight between the old trend and the new trend. That's why you see a lot of overlapping, a lot of things right there. Yeah, I see the euro going high. I hope so. I hope so. to be honest with you. We are, so you guys understand, we have a long, well, it looks like, but check coming out of Sunday lows. And if you see that when we have hit with the entry at 34.80, it do not look like a 5-way move right there. And look what it did after. Sometimes trick you out, my friend. So Ed, coming back to New Zealand, I won't sell it now. I would wait for 5 ways, or I will wait for the S&P and oil to find a top, and then from there you go and start selling it. I don't think that still is the time to be buying the dollar. Not yet. Better wait a little bit. Any other pair, guys? The same goes with the Aussie, yes. One second. This cat is holding this low amazing, because this high right here is 133 on the euro dollar. And look, euro dollar crash, or crash, no. It went crazy to the upside and cat didn't move. And maybe that's the reason. Look, hasn't make a new low. I like it from 101.90. And me personally, I'm gonna start buying the dollar cat around 101.90. Then 101.70 against this low, because I believe the cat is in the nest. It's gonna go to the outside. But the structure, even in a 1 hour, it can go both ways. Look, you can call it ABC, A or W, a flat beat ABC. If you take a look, there is no single pit of divergence, so that's a 3-way move. Now, look at this. Cat is unbelievable sometimes. And then when it say, I'm going to run, here we go. The euro is about to make a new high. So I like cat long, to be honest with you. But what I mean is, if this is 133, he has run only 100 pip when the euro has run 300 and change. Any other pair, guys? Gold, 1 second. Gore is being, I don't know, to be honest with you, sideways right there. I still see it as a fall. 1, 2. It's at around the 38 or 2. It's getting too deep, so probably we are in this degree. $2,618 at the lows, around the 38 or 2. I like it like that. It looks like it did a flat B, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is another thing that is telling you that risk off, well, goes the way that doesn't have to go that your way. Sometimes goes risk on, sometimes goes risk off. So that's what we like about gold. I mean, it's freeze for the last 2 weeks. It's been right there, sideways. Nothing new, nothing. I think that in every pair is better if we wait a little bit. Some degrees. Any other question, guys? The euro is lacking momentum right now to the outside. Okay, guys, 2 p.m. There is no more questions, so I'm going to be posting the recording as soon as possible. It'll usually take about an hour to the whole process because there are big fires and we need to go to a lot of places to do it. So if no more questions, so let's leave it there. I'll get back to you guys on the room. All right? Leave it there. Thanks, guys.